at this ground. Well, we're on the way. And he's intervened well there. Taken back almost at once. Oh, and he's through the middle. Mbappe! There's no flag. Vinicius Junior. And that has left him in a heap. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Hullet. Oh, what? And Hullet! Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defenders slick and quick, this is the man.
Yeah, am I right in saying he started out as a fullback?
Yeah, I think he may have begun his career as a fullback, but he became a central colossus.
Now he's off and running. Vieira. Bellingham gets a foot in here. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Hernes. So it is still 0-0. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar, very much a man of this moment.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Valverde. Hernes. Bellingham. And it's Neymar. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Hullet. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Araujo. Neymar. Thuan. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Hullet. Mbappe. Bellingham. Lovely bit of skill. Vinicius Junior. Now this could be Valverde! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Saliba. It's Bellingham. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Hernes. That's a good ball out wide. Bellingham. Hullet. Spain looking to pass their way through. Valverde. Nice interception, well timed. Chance here to counter. Valverde charging forward, the ball at his feet. Bellingham. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Eto. Oh, that's a very... And Hullet! Missed by a fraction. Half-time getting close now. Now this could be a chance, and he was alert to it. Hullet with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's Eto. Hullet. Hernes. Valverde. It's Bellingham. Bellingham gets across and deals with it. Neymar. Hernes. And that interception. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means, and the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate, and so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Vietnam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And it's Hullet. Bellingham. Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Mbappe. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Bellingham, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Spain finding their passes. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Bellingham, always looking for that half a chance. That's gone for a throw-in. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Eto. Hernes. And it's Rijkaard. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
Vietnam have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Hullet being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Rijkaard makes the interception. Bellingham.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Spread it left. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
And he's on a charge. Now it's Hullet. And he's onside. Cleared away. Now it's Eto. Bellingham. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Bellingham.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
DiMarco plays it short. Oh, what a climb! He can get that clear. De Paul.
Vietnam showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Hullet. De Paul is wide and looking to get onto this. He can run onto that. And he's... Haaland! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Haaland is offering a wry smile there.
Keeper's dealt with that. McAllister's cross. Big header! Goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring. Haaland!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Hullet. McAllister wins the duel this time. Kaka. DiMarco. De Paul. Now it's Hullet.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Musiala. Now DiMarco. Now it's De Paul. And he's there to clear it. And that was very necessary. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. The action has already started. Neymar. That's tidy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Hullet. They want to be quick to recover this. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Hullet with the foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Interesting ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Mbappe. Nice interception, well timed. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I would say this guy, Ronald Araujo. You have a real defender's defender in him, Peter. And he may not be the best with the ball at his feet, but he's very disciplined, he's quick, he's strong. When strikers get a kick out of scoring a goal, he gets a kick out of making a good tackle. That's what he loves, defending. So keep an eye on that.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Can he put it away? Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Saliba gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Eto'o. Vietnam are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Vinicius Junior. Great defending, strong and determined. It'll be a throw-in. And here's Neymar. Nicely aimed pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Eto'o. Alvarez. Oh, important interception. That's gone for a throw-in. Bellingham. And he goes cross-field. And it's Neymar. And it's Eto'o. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Neymar might just make this. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Gullit looking to penetrate opposition lines. Hernes. Now it's Eto'o. Nesta cuts out the pass. Eto'o. Nesta. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Neymar. And it's Eto'o. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira gets across to intercept that. Hernes. And it's Gullit. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Hernes. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Gullit. And the counter is on. Alvarez. Thuram concedes a free kick for that. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Vieira. And Mosquera. Valverde. Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Can he get away here? Eto'o. It's Eto'o! Oh, and it's come back out to him. Goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves. too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
The pass has gone astray. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Vieira. Hernes. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Chance here to counter. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Hullet. Valverde. Oh, that's a fine interception. Schmeichel gets it away. And it's Hullet. Bellingham. And it's Rijkaard. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and
And the finish! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter,
Shapes to shoot! And he's taking no chances there. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Vinicius Junior. Now Saliba. Vinicius Junior. Hullet. And he's gone back. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's a sharp pass. Araujo gets over and intercepts. Hernes. Vieira.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be? Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Rafael Leao. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
McAllister. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's played it in low. It's how to play, and it is a goal kick. Spain making another change here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Saliba cuts out the pass. De Paul. He's got to be in here! De Paul. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Real chance! Mosquera is there to clear. De Paul, and they can counter here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Thuan, now he's off and running. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's De Paul. De Paul going face-to-face with his great rival. Rafael Leao. Kaká. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Great position here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Ah, good steal. He just read it. Rafael Leao.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
DiMarco. De Paul. DiMarco. Now it's Hullet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rafael Leao. Spain need to make something happen here. He's had a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Saliba promptly onto... The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. Into extra time we go. And that has left him in a heap. Musiala. And there's his chance to lead the counter. De Paul. Kaká. Vieira with a definite foul there. McAllister. De Paul. And it's Hullet. Musiala. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Hullet. Musiala! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Great hit! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have...
There's the hit! Sticks it away! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Pull it. DePaul. Now there's a fine ball. And he's taking no chances there. That's it for the first period of extra time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone. 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Mbappe. Musiala. It's Hullet. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Oh, really well played.
Looking to go deep. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Now the finish! Rude Hullet! Oh, it's fabulous! And that may just do it! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Vietnam get themselves into the lead.
Oh, this is fully deserved for me because they've shown great heart and spirit. It's there to win from here, or, dare I say, throw it away now.
Oh, what has happened here? Spain appear to be happy to let their front... Has a shot! Should have equalised.
Rafael Leao couldn't quite put that away, but there's plenty of positives in how they've responded.
McAllister makes the interception. Musiala. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Now it's DePaul. Can he get onto this? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Haaland! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Desperate defending required here. And that should get the job done. Referee's given a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Thuram. All Black can claim that. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. De Paul voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Terrific recovery. A really fine win, that, Jim Beglin.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. It really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game. It looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. There's the whistle, and here we go. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Chance here to counter. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now bring to Araujo. I really rate him because he can cope with pace, he can cope with dribbling wingers, and he's a very valuable asset. And he's become a real focus in that defence.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Neymar gets his final warning. Vieira. That has ended up in no man's land. Driving forward. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
In with the challenge. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good...
Real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. He's had a shot! Goal! Spain! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Hoeneß really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
Spain have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Well timed, excellent interception. Caught offside that time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Haaland.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mbappe. He's had a hit! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Bellingham. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's picked out the run. Valverde. And they win it back again. Neymar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now it's Haaland. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's been picked out. That is lovely. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now he's had it taken off him. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Decent hit! Oh, taken with style. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Vietnam get themselves back into contention.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Bellingham. Araujo. Neymar. Pass somewhat off target. Now the finish! He's scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Spain really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Always onto this. And he's heaved it away. And he's there to retrieve it. And the first 45 minutes are up. Vietnam playing their part in a real slugfest here. A glut of goals and nothing to suggest much is going to change. And we are up to the break.
Well, who would have expected both teams going in level after that? Lots of drama, and Peter, please don't ask me to pick a winner.
Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. So we're just settling back into this second half. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. DiMarco. No, he's not getting any further than that. Whistle's gone, that's foul. It's a quick one. And here's Haaland. Hernes.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Valverde. DiMarco. Great run on the overlap here. Aimed in towards the... Oh, what a climb! And again! And it's a goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class. Real class.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Vietnam get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that has been cut short. Goes forward. Haaland is herring after that one. Vieira.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
DiMarco has it out wide and in space.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
That's gone for a throw-in. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Vieira. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Pass is coming off in... And the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Spain have their second corner now. In for a header! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Rafael Leao has got himself a free kick. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Looking for the run. Bale. And he's taking no chances there. Shot could be on. And he was alert to it. Danger averted for now. Oh, easy pickings there. Musiala takes control of it and he's on the move. Spain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Vietnam clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Back into the middle. Great chance! It's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, extra time looms now, but that leveller creates great impetus and they've got to fancy their chances of pinching victory from what looked like the jaws of defeat.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. That's headed upfield.
Bale really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Rafael Leao. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Rafael Leao. Spain claiming a corner and the referee concurs. All hands on deck for this one. Oh, smashing header! He can get that clear. And back to the goalkeeper. Araujo moved on forwards. Five minutes to add. Musiala. Mbappe! Mbappe! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
De Paul. And here's Musiala. He rises! Sensational from Haaland! And that has raised the roof! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Vietnam have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Haaland picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Vietnam leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written on.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Hullet.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's a throw-in. Vieira concedes a free kick for that. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. The pass has gone astray. Real chance! That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. In Uli Hoeneß, Peter, I think we have one of Germany's greatest enigmas, one of the most decorated players, but it's a career plagued and cut short, unfortunately, by injuries.
And I guess you can empathise with that, Jim.
Yeah, there's always that element of how good could he have been?
Despite it all, though, he did win 3 European titles and 3 league titles. He was a world champion and all of that in 8.5 years, which says quite a lot about him.
Not bad.
Neymar. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Bellingham. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Alvarez proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And it's Neymar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Alvarez. Bullet! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Thuram getting this one clear. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Vinicius Junior. And the shot! Araujo gets it clear. No goals as yet. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. Alvarez. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Vieira did well to stay calm there. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Chance here to counter. Mbappe. Hoeneß. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Valverde. 15 minutes till half-time. Mbappe. Looking for the run. And the finish! It's there!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Neymar really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had...
Big chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Nicked it back promptly. And it's Hullet. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Hullet. And here's Mbappe. Hullet. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Saliba gets rid without sophistication. Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's played him through. He's shifting through the gears here. He's got the shot away! That's going to go a long way. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Vietnam head in, having made the crucial breakthrough, and to that end there is a degree of satisfaction there. The lead by no means decisive yet, but so far so good. 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Vietnam carrying a 1-goal lead. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's fabulous. Nice control. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, what has happened here? That'll be a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Mbappe. And back it goes.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And it's Hullet. And for a moment, time stood still. And that's really well manoeuvred. Valverde. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nesta. Nicely aimed pass.
That's what has to be done now. No question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And the ball's... Oh, and one more try! No mistake! Spain are all square.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. DeMarco, DePaul. Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
DePaul, Nesta does well to get it back.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He's got tall. Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
DePaul. That's good play. Schmeichel claims it. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last.
Hits one!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Van Dijk. Oh, good read. Now who's going to be first to this? Haaland. And a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Vietnam really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
DePaul looking to run onto it. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. It is going to need 30 more minutes, no winner after 90.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. Into extra time we go. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Rijkaard. To Thuram. And it's Gnabry. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Saliba gets good distance on it. De Paul. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now? Well, there's the shot! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Vietnam take the lead. Bale. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. McAllister. Vieira. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
DiMarco. And here's Hullet. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Oh, what a dampener that was. Just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Saliba. Hullet is herring after that one. Tar.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Climbs up big! It's a goal! 2 to the good! They have breathing space!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Vietnam go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
To be expected, Peter.
Half-time, extra time. Yep, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes. A truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? And he's managed to gift it back. Plays a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. And that was very necessary. Well, they've got it again. They get a throw in. Oh, there's a probing ball. No, he's not getting any further than that. Oh, important interception. Danger averted for now. And it's Eto'o. Araujo. Now it's McAllister. There's the hit! He's got a goal! All set up now for a dramatic climax!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Spain get themselves back into contention.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
That's very neat. DiMarco providing an outlet. It's a mighty effort! Cleared without hesitation. And again! It's in! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. 2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And there goes the final whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Haaland picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
Vietnam definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.